Now the last couple of weeks I've been away from all the motorcycles. I haven't done any work, haven't been able to ride. Karyn had and just for people that don't follow the channel might not understand this, Karyn had a terrible fall. She needed surgery. She's recovering from that surgery now. We're about halfway through. And so while I'm out of motorcycling temporarily, I took the opportunity to plant the whole garden. And I know several of my friends follow along, well, people that follow the channel, and they'd be interested in seeing what 175 plants look like. Most of them from seed. We did get a couple from the garden center. So I wanted to do that today while Karyn is resting. Now when I ultimately get back to working on motorcycles, which I hope in the next couple of weeks I will, I've not been able to do that right now. I already got the bigger sprocket for that. That's a one-day job. I already have the tire for the MT-09. Thank you, Vlad. And I've got a lot of little projects, but while Karyn is recuperating, I like to be right there, and I don't want to be too consumed here. But summer is here already. Summer came very quickly this year, and the people that have still been able to ride, I have not been one of them. Guys, enjoy it. I can't wait to get back to riding. And what happened this year is it went pretty much from being kind of cold and damp and clammy and summer was here. And I'm sitting here, I'm in shorts, and the winter riding gear is put away. The only thing is I'm really not able to leave the house right now the way things are going. But I do want to show and share what I was able to do in the garden. Karyn was not able to help, but she makes a great supervisor. So, and we did get everything planted. This may be interesting to the friends that follow the channel and know how much I enjoy gardening and how much I enjoy my koi pond, and among other things. I like to think of myself as I don't have just one interest in life. Maybe I'm a two-trick pony, a three-trick pony. I don't know, maybe I'm not a pony at all. Of course, one of my objectives was to stay busy during this time that I have to be around the house 24/7, and the garden filled that need. So we have the traditional plants in the garden that come back every year, and of course they're pretty nice, but that isn't the big thrust of what we wanted to accomplish this year in the garden. Last year we planted a lot of allium bulbs, and it looks like they're all coming up now, one by one. They should be beautiful. And if you follow the channel, you know Joe Padula and I put down 6,000 pounds of stone and many of these little buckets, and we've got things grown from seeds. A couple of plants, I think she bought the plants, but basically most of it is from seeds. And then we have tomato row. There's still a few empty buckets down at the end, but this is our tomato row. Last year we got hundreds of pounds of tomatoes out of these buckets. And of course the pond, the wisteria is almost done. Probably another couple days the wisteria will be finished. I'm glad I took some pictures of the bikes while the wisteria was in full bloom. And of course we always have this little, this is where Chicky is buried, my pet Baltimore Oriole. And that's his little, not a little memorial, I guess is the right word. And glad to see that some of the flowers are blooming already. Chicky, we'll never forget you. And it's a really nice place to hang out on a summer day. And boy, summer is here already. In every video I've made, I always try to thank the healthcare workers. Boy, you guys have gotten us through a tough time. And of course this year we're a little bit smarter. We've got screening over our lettuce. Last year we caught 3 groundhogs and relocated them to Giant Stadium. And so far we've seen the groundhog, but we haven't caught any. And some of the pots, of course, just the seedlings are starting to pop up. The zinnias are starting to pop up. Well, every day is an exciting adventure. Every day we love coming out here. The garden is just a little different than the day before. And I know why the groundhog loves her lettuce. I love it too. We've got two tubs of lettuce. And I think it's safe to say we're at the end of the wisteria for the year. But it was a banner year. Now right above our pond we have, and this is the end of the wisteria, it's already in the pond. I got to scoop it out. But what happened is we have a female cardinal made a nest, and we already see her going in and out 20 times a day. And it really is such a nice time of year. I just wanted to take a few minutes and share some of the fun we've had while Karyn has been recovering. And her recovery's going well. Probably another couple of weeks and we'll be back riding motorcycles, I hope. Come on guys, the food is free.
make sure you leave me a good tip.
So the whole problem is I don't know at this point in time just how long this recovery is going to go on, but so far we're hoping for the best. I'm hoping realistically 2 to 3 weeks I can be back riding motorcycles on a limited basis. Maybe get some of these projects done, but certainly the top priority now is to get Karyn better, and we have really enjoyed, both of us have enjoyed, seeing the plants grow. So I hope you did enjoy the video, and I'll try to put something at the end of this that'd be a good memory of when you have these gaps. Now I know Luciano can't ride for a month or two, he's got some issues too. But when you have a gap that you can't ride, it's always nice to have some memories of motorcycles on your computer, and I have plenty. I'll see what I can tack on to the end of this. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you to the healthcare workers, and most of all, just make the most of every day that you ever have, whether it's a motorcycling day or a gardening day or just a day to look at the sunshine. And thanks for watching. So these are some pictures that might, while I'm on my little self-imposed sabbatical, bring back some good memories of the good old days of the A-Team. Isn't it Jot, Luciano, and Glenn? And we had this is during the time we were meeting at Choppers and having these interactions with each other's bikes, and everybody was just, this is probably one of the nicest times. We'd always wind up at Perry's having a few I don't know, bagels or something. Now it just turned out, and this is why these pictures are significant, turns out we had met some new people. They came up from the city and we invited them to come on a little ride for us, and of course I think Jose was the one who led the ride, and we met Lauren that day. She had her Ducati Monster, and in the course of the ride, we all enjoyed the ride. Of course, we went up to Eagle's Nest, Hawk's Nest, whatever you want to call it, and her bike broke. And I don't remember now, because I remember we did bring the bike back to Luciano's at some point in time and put rear brakes on it, but I think part of it was electronics, and I don't really remember. We always like to pose for these pictures. This is up on the top of the mountain, and of course from this far away you can't tell who's old and who's young, which is the whole objective of everything. But anyway, we did make some new friends that day. We did have a really nice ride, and this was a memorable ride. We're still wearing jackets, so I got to think this was either in the fall or the spring. And see the people standing up on that rock, if they take one step back, they're going to be in the Hudson River. It's a long way down. They used to have a couch up here, and somebody pushed the couch over the cliff. I don't see the couch there anymore. Anyway, but this is the kind of memories that make saving these pictures. First off, you have to have the adventures. Then you have to take the pictures. Then you have to save them and wait 10 years or 5 years or whatever. And then they're precious. And these are precious to me. These remind me of a very special time in my life. I'm sure in Glenn's life. I'm sure in Lauren's life. Lauren was at my house many times working on her bike, changing tires, putting brakes on. Here's Glenn. I don't know what he's doing here, but we all kind of pitched in. We were the A-Team. And we were about as much fun as you can have. And I can't ever remember a time we didn't have a good time when we went on these type of rides. But anyway, these were the great days, the glory days of the A-Team. I'm so happy I have the pictures. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I get through this sabbatical, which is hopefully going to come to an end, a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. You know what's happening when you have this type of surgery to Karyn? It's a multiple surgery. And so you really can't tell until it's at a healing point. And because we're old, we don't heal up like 20-year-old kids do. Anyway, again, I hope you did enjoy the video. Enjoy Karyn's garden. We really do have a lot of good friends. And I hope you enjoy the video enough to tune in tomorrow or the next time we post. And it really is, my best feeling is thank you for watching.